who's responsible for preparing for the shortlisting of candidates. And the bill is silent on the criteria for selecting members of the ad hoc advisory board. Now, kulonto ke sine recommendations esinazo singulombutho wakwaTech. City number 1, xa ku-appointwa ke ababantu bazaba kule public nomination, siyacela ukuthi i-representation from the National Treasury, ideally the administrative head, ibe yiphathi yale public nomination. Sithi okulandelayo, the director of the National Department of Health fanele naye abe khona kule nomination. Okwesithathu sithi abantu abathathu from the portfolio committee on health siyacela nabo babe khona. Okugqibela sithi ke ngoku the persons with experience in governance and healthcare sicela babe khona ngoba siyazi ukuthi corruption ininzi kakhulu, but if we have all these people that would be held. Thank you.
Please, iyakulela tafula Nkosi ke.
Okay. Ndingusimo usithandathu. I'm also from Treatment Action Campaign in the province, in the Western Cape. One, as TAC, we've made our return submission to the portfolio committee.
Hey,
So-
can you message umsindo lapho phezulu? Esisi lo osecela ngolothi izandla niyangcola gqitha apha. Ndiniva ndila uthi nithini?
So we've made a return submission to the portfolio committee, but here we're just here to rubber stamp certain things that we feel they need to be cleared. One, we can never just say we support and say that's it. We're a civil society organization. We need to come up with points that are important. One, we're saying we need the capacitation of the contracting unit. The contracting unit, I can say, ziyafana with the ward committees that are dysfunctional in our communities. So because they lack capacity, so if we are to say the contracts are gonna be decided by the contracting unit, then they need to be capacitated. That's one. Two, the Minister of Health, who's given the primary role for everything, but already in the news is all over there what the minister did in terms of nepotism. Three, the HIV fund, it's not clear to us as to what will happen, and all organizations of people living with HIV are having a concern. Four, the undocumented migrants. If we are to say we are creating a South Africa for all, we can never leave the undocumented migrants. Five,
And are rejecting the bill. I must state that they are not representing the poor masses. They are just doing their job of being the gatekeepers of the white monopoly capital. They are just doing their job. And also you will find out ukuthi bathethile babangoceba, and I'm sure about using these facilities esisebenzisayo.
Ngena kumcimbi wakho wena.
Enkosi ndingena kuwo tata. So okokuqala kufuneka siqale sicimeza medical zabo mazingabikho medical bazosebenzisa public services sisebenzisayo. One. Then in principle we support this bill. We support this bill. I want to express disappointment with public workers bezilapha ezithi they don't support this bill. They don't support it because of bajonge income bona on their side. They are not looking at the interest of the people. Also, ndiphinde ndizoxeka kwakhona abantu bamane besixelela ngo-Eskom apha besithi abayipasisi lento. Akukho kwa-Eskom apha sithetha ngo-NHI. So mabangafanisi into ezingafaniyo apha. So siyayisupporta lena into thina.
Thank you very much, Mhlanga Phambili. Igama lami ndingithembelani kaSakathi. Disuka from Kwalanga. Mhlanga Phambili niphakamela into enye endicinga into kubana iview yam ne-sentiments zam that I'm sharing with regard to NHI are not only shared by the majority abantu baseKhayelitsha, but by the poorest of the poor kwilali ezifar-flung areas, oCendane, oMqanduli, oTsolo. Bonke abo bantu bayayinida this kind of service that urhulumente ayizisayo. Hlala ngaphambili supported this thing because it's about providing universal access to the poorest of the poor. That's the key. At this point in time, health care services, it's a privilege with South Africans. If you are poor, if you do not have a medical aid, the only thing that a private hospital can do is to only to normalize you, then back refer to Landuka. But should your medical funds zipele, they quickly take you back to a government hospital. But the irony of this whole thing is that the biggest funder of all of this medical aid, ngurhulumente. That's where the problem is. Because you would find that even Otishara and other public servants, that those who have got a medical aid would find that they only pay about 40%, and then the entire 60% is coming from government. It's time that urhulumente athathe imali yakhe ayibeke apho imilomo yabantu ikhoyo. Let's put our money where the mouth is. Thank you very much.
Bingelele Dr. Sibongiseni, igama lami uLungisane wakamani. Ngibuya kaDenosa. uDenosa is fully support NHI. I'm the deputy chairperson of the region, the metro. The whole nurses of the metropole region, even in tertiary hospital, Groteskriel and Tigerberg is ready to accept the citizens of South Africa to service them in the NHI system. I'm working in the primary health setting. We see the influx that is coming there. And in the presentation of the bill, ithi dokotela lapho izoqala khona primary health. Now, primary health ke as uthile ukuthi izocreditwa ready ke and namanesi ase ready uku-implementa le NHI. Sicela lokhu ke kwi board. Sicela in a selection kufakwe a very skilled in clinicians. Ngoba kuyenzeka ukuthi kuthatha abantu with administrations abayazi, because NHI speaks straight to the clinicians. So sicela ke quick appointment nurses and doctors with clinical skills to be the part of the board. Thank you.
Ndiyazibulisela, ndingusiphokazi Cele, ndisuka kwa Treatment Action Campaign. Siyayiva NHI bill ne, but kukho izinto esibawela into bana ngase zingacaciseka. Umzekelo, uthe xa uthetha nge-registration, wathi xa uzawurejistarisha kwi-facility, kufuneka ube ne-ID, kufuneka ube ne-address. Ngoku ndifuna uqonda kule ndawo yonto bana uhlala eMbacwini, awunayo i-address. Iza kuthini into yakho to uregister kwi-facility? Number 2, uthethe ngendaba yento bana uminister nguye ozawutyumba ne, but ke ngoku sithi thina singu-TAC siyasuggesta. We suggest therefore that operation and governance advisory function of the board be separated, and the board advises the CEO and the operation, the minister on governance matters. Okay. Nkosi.
Good afternoon. Igama lami ndinguNtombende Belinda Landingwe. Ndisuka pha eGugulethu, ndimele i-ANC Women's League in the province as a convener. Chairperson, we as the Women's League, we support the bill fully. We want to bring you to attention to I think 3 points that the establishment of the free medical and health service for all sections of the population. The establishment of the system of school medical service with all full staff of the medical practitioner and nurses and other health visitors. increase the hospital and clinics facility both in the rural area and urban area. Inspectors also, health and visitors and sector. And coordinate the control finance of the health service for the whole union. The creation of the proper system of the vital statistics for the whole population includes African and then also, Chair, I'll also support with my document. I want to come to attention that there's LGBTQ that we should clarify and stipulate in the bill, the surgeon and hormone, medical, transgender in our bill. Thank you.
Uma kukhona ke mholi wami osalileyo yapha etafuleni uthi ushiye khona sikubone kahle ukuthi ungakanani. Yabulela.
Enkosi mhlanga ngaphambili nesigaba sakho. Ndibulise kuluntu lasekhaya litsha. Igama lami ndinguXolani kaNdongeni. Ndisuka kwaWard 106 ndikuceba kwaWard 106 eDelft. Kulusizi ke ubapha sithetha ngalo mba ubufama kudala wa implementwa ku government ophethe. Kuba kaloku sikholelwa kubapha kukulungelelanisa ungalingani ezibhedlele na kwi health sector ngokubanzi. iDelft ina plus minus 500,000 yabantu. Kodwa ineekliniki ezintathu. Into ethetha ukuthi lonto leyo luxanduva lweli government elizawuthi nale policy is address ezo zinto ukwazi bapha abantu bakude babe nokufikeleleka ekunyangweni. Ubapha unokuya eDelft ngoku uzawufika abantu befolethwini abanye baswelekela kwa ezitulweni. Into ethetha ukuthi kulusizi. Nawo njengaceba ophaya ndisoloko ndibhala incwadi eziya kwi-departments ezicela inkxaso yabantu abangathathi intweni abafuneke bengcwatyiwe ziifemeli zabo. Now iza kunceda ibe lulutho le policy. Siyayisupporta le policy enkosi.
Thanks, Chairperson. My name is Senzeni Mpila. I'm coming from African National Congress. I'm here specifically to monitor that one of our resolution of NHI is implemented. And I must say that thanks DA is working very hard to create this propaganda that is not there and it does not exist. Unfortunately, we must able to nationalize healthcare. But there are two important issues that I want to raise that the bill must able to consider. The first one is for us to able to go and amend the concurrent responsibilities of the municipalities and the provinces back to the national government. And then the reason why is because of if the national government wants to build this hospital in Kailicha, they can't because that's a responsibility of the province. But based on experiences in Western Cape, all those powers, they must taken back to the national government so that the infrastructure can be quicker, being improved, so that we can able to provide more access to our people. The second issue that is very important is a paying point system because of the administrators currently, they will collaborate and connive with the with the medical service providers. Decentralize the payment point. And then I'll explain it to you that what will be the benefit both from economically and also both from developing communities. If you decentralize the paying point, it means that whoever is an administrator in Kailicha can pay the doctors on time in Kailicha for day to day. That particular person, it means that that administrator can have a call center in Kailicha, they can do correspondence in Kailicha without waiting for that national picture to able to do that. So those are the three issues. Other than in the last point, Chair, that unfortunately those that are fed lies to say that this thing has got nothing to do with health workers, this thing actually is going to expand and create more jobs for everybody. Thanks very much.
Amaguin, Emakhosini Thokozani. Mna ndinguveliswa kaPoni endizidla ngayo ndingumamngqongo waseLady Fre. Kodwa ndihlala kwa Ward 97 apha eKuyasa kwa 55 222 Mbila Street. Ndiligqirha gqi emagqirheni. Iyona nto ndiyizele kule ndawo nebangela ndinyakathise ndithethe yinto kokubana ndivuyela le nto into yobana amalungu epalamente elapha nathi bantu banamasense sizokuzithethela ngokungaxabiseki kwethu. Bekukathethwa ngamasela nabarhwaphilizi. Ndiya kule nto le bill kuthethwa ngayo. Ingaba thina amagqirha sibekwa ndawuni? Yeyiphi le ndawo sibekwa kuyo ngoba aba barhwaphilizi ongcothoza baza kuthi bazokuthatha amayeza wethu bathi bayowajonga bafike babuye baphinde basithengisele sebewafake kwiibhotile ezintle kanti ngamathongo wethu lawo. Ithongo liyavela kum lithi mandiyowukha ingcambu ethile ndibuye ndizonyanga ngayo isisu abuye uhlohle sakhe azoyithatha ayipheke ayitshintshe njena ibhotile ibe iyingcambu eyi-1. Ungajonga ngoku apha emasilamsini kugcwele ngamayeza wethu athengisa impepho ayifake ekhontenini. Zizinto zethu. Urhulumente usibeka phi thina singamagqirha ngaphandle kokusinyemba ngoba noba sowuye ekliniki ufika uyanyela ukubuza into yoba lo mntana kangumtyisa iyeza lomoya kodwa uyayazi into yobana uluncedo. Uyaziqala into yobana eli yeza unceda ngalo uzawuphinda ulithenga phi apha ekhemesti. Sicela nisisapote nisinike indawo sikwazi yokunyanga nabantu bethu esibhedlele okanye nisivulele isibhedlele norhulumente. Camakho.
Enkosi ke ma, Dr. Engelbrecht. There are certain requests that are now piling up on the table that are also meant for you. You'll do a service, you'll do yourself a better service to be in that table so that you don't have to do it after this meeting. Please approach that parliamentary staff down there.
Thokozani bakho. Sibulisa abahlali ngaphambili. Amalunga wethu eParliament akhona phambi kwethu azosethulela inkulumo nebill ephambi kwethu. Mina nguntombomzi kaSikhakhane ugogo Mzinyathi onendumba olilungu lika THO Traditional Healers Organization. Sizama ukuzimainstreama but siyaphethwa ngabantu abasembusweni bazama ukusiphepha bangaze basibone njengabantu abafanele kuba yingxenye yethu. Ngeshwa ke mhlali ngaphambili i-80% yabantu is consulting with us every day. Baphila ngathi ngamakhemesti wethu ngako konke esinako. Siyayisupporta in principle i-bill. Kodwa sinezingxenye zezinto esifuna ukuziphakamisa njengamagqirha, njengezangoma, njengababelethisi nako konke. Your bill is very quiet about us. It has nothing to do with us. Mhlawumbe nisasibuka ngale yandlela yakudala yokuthi asazi ukuthi sifunani. Sibuke ke mhlali ngaphambili sinayo isubmission esiyenzile, a written submission. Sithi ke mhlali ngaphambili okona esikubukile esikulalele sakuthatha kuwe emlonyeni ngama-board wenu enizowenza amaningi. Sicela ukuthi siconsiderishwe enkosi mhlali ngaphambili.
Thank you. My name is Meiti Mokati. I'm also representing Traditional Healers Organization. Firstly, for us to consider the bill, we have to be recognized as healers, and traditional medicine has also to be recognized. And then I have two questions. The first one is, how will our ndumbas, our facilities, be accredited for us to benefit from the scheme? And the second one is e-quantification of our medicines and treatment. How will it be handled? Thank you.
Good evening. Crispin Swarbrick. I'm the chairman, CBD Cluster Health Committees. It's central CBD area. I don't think this speaks for anything. This doesn't speak for anybody. This is whitewashing. Why are we trying to fix something that isn't broken? Put some money back into the system. You've just cost us another 500 million in the Cape for the next budget. That's less and less. Now you're going to take more from people in the form of where? Is it going to come out of the fuel levy? Is it going to come out of VAT? You still haven't decided where that's coming from, number one. Number two, the promise of employment. There's already this thing of outsourcing. So how's this going to work? Number three, infrastructure. Is Public Works going to pay for the hospital door handles and stuff like that are needing repair? Is this going to come out of the budget? How's this all going to work? I'm very against this. Thank you.
Sanibonani Khayelitsha. Igama lami uSilindile wakwaMbhele, ngiphuma eNehau. As Nehau, we fully support the implementation of the NHI. The selling of healthcare services for profit, it is robbing people from the right to access healthcare. Babu Jomo, as we speak, even those with medical aids, before the end of the year, the medical aid has already run out. But they still continue paying for that medical aid, even though they can't use it. And they have to go to the public sector for services. That is robbery to our people, and it needs to come to an end. We need a system that put our people's lives first before profit. We can't sell healthcare. It's not any good like bread, sugar. It should be free, and it is everyone's right to have access to healthcare. My last point, Babu Jomo, we've been divided and segregated by color, and now money separates us, it divides us, and that needs to come to an end. Thank you. We fully support NHI.
Hello. There's a car, white Range Rover, with the registration CAA 23630. CAA 23630 is blocking other vehicles. Please remove that car. PLZ, yes.
Hello, good day. The name is Khadija da Costa. I'm from the Health Committee of Menenberg and the Klipfontein substructure. We have submitted a submission. We made a submission to the Portfolio Committee. You have our full support. We are in full support of the NHI because we believe that there needs to be an end to the inequity in health. And this affects the poorest of the poor, and it even affects the middle class, as the lady before this has alluded to. The inequity in health and in education within South Africa can only be changed with strong power from the government. We also believe that when looking at the bill, we do see that there isn't a strong voice of civil society on this within the SOE structure. We believe that there should be a stronger voice from the health committees within the SOE and within the structures that can make changes. Thanks.
Molweni, igama lami ndingunonqaba Melanie. I'm full support i-NHI. Isizathu soba nditsho sesoba ndiphuwa ndingaphangeli, and also sinabantu mhlambi abahlambi bathi bagule baye eKhayelitsha. Sinesibhedlele apha esilapha eKhayelitsha apho khona ungayazi noba umuntu wakho uzawubuya okanye uzawufa, apho khona kungekho zibhedi. Uthi ngoku umuntu wakho somse pha eKhayelitsha, ufike lo muntu wakhe sahlele esitulweni, kuzawulinda umuntu ozawufa azokwazi ungena ebhedini. Sithi xa sisiya kumphathi waseKhayelitsha atsho into yoba ibhedi ziseyi-300 but ngoku wongeze ezi-50 sikwi-crisis singabantu balapha eKhayelitsha. That's why siyifuna i-NHI siyisapota 100%. Into ke ngoku bendizayibuza kwinto yoba kukho into yokuba funeka sirejistarishe xa izawuqhuba i-NHI. Into ebenzawucela uyibuza kuba ikhona into eyayikavela ngaphambili last year. Into yobana ngaba if urejistariswe apha eKapa uhambele kwenye iprovince awukwazi into yoba sifuna ucacelwa ke ngoku into yoba xa ndingowalapha eWestern Cape ndiyaphuma ke ngoku ndiya kwenye iprovince ngaba izawuthini i-NHI. Enkosi.
Phambili ke NHI phambili. Mna ndingumzwandile Phandiso uBhura from Kinapwa. Inapwa is a national association of people living with HIV and AIDS in this country. Siyayisapota kakhulu i-NHI ngohlobo lokuba sicinga into yokuba akuzubakho shortage ye-drugs kwi-country. Okwesibini, there will be more employment for koogqirha nakoonesi. Okwesithathu, sicinga into yokuba there will be a universal health coverage as an organization. That is why siqinisekisile into yokuba masixhase lo mgomo we-National Health Insurance Plan kwenzela into yokuba abantu bakuthi baphile ubomi obude with their medication. Kwaye sicela ongcowankulu bangasiphazamisi kulo mcimbi. Abantu abangayifuni i-NHI ngabantu abangahluphekiyo. Basiyekele thina abantu bahluphekayo sifune i-NHI esicinga into yokuba izawuba luncedo kakhulu ezimpilweni zethu. Phambili with i-NHI phambili.
Ndiyabulisa. Lo uthethayo nguntombi ekhaya kaMayongo esuka kwaWard 93 engunobhala ka-ANC. Ndimela ke ne-Eastern Cape which is Lady Frey because sinesibhedlele kwapha. Ndiyayisapota mna i-NHI. And okunye okubalulekileyo I think apha siphila kwindawo ezahlukeneyo. Abantu abangayifuniyo umzekelo ndithetha ngam. Sibiziwe apha sixelela nge-UHC. I think umama lo upha phezulu besibizile ngapha kweWorcester esixelela ngele UHC. Now ke thina singabantu sihamba nale NHI because siyayibona ukuthi izawunceda abantu abangathathi ntweni. Okubalulekileyo besiza kwindima yokokuba kukhona abantu umzekelo sinesibhedlele ufumanise tata xana uwele eWynberg uyajikwa kuthi hamba buyele eKhayelitsha. Now siyibona iluncedo kuthi thina abantu umuntu kuloo ndawo awele kuyo iza kunceda. Okubalulekileyo nathi ke singabafazi sinabantwana sivuyela nalento abantwana abangathathi ntweni bazokwazi uxhamla because iprovince lesiphila kuyo yeyabantu abathatha abanamalungelo. So ndiza kule ndawo ukuthi siyayifuna thina siyayamkela ukuthi sincede. Enkosi.
Enkosi mhlali ngaphambili. Igama lam ndungosikhona kaQabefani ndisuka side C kwaWard 18 ndikhokhele pha iHealth Forum yase side C. Mna ungena kwampha kula mnyango bendicinga uba fana mhlali ngaphambili uzoyi-implementa iyaqhuba. Ngo ndingena kula mnyango that is why ndibane ndiphamisa isandla ndisithi ndiyayisapota kwinto oyithethayo. Thina abantu badilisana abantu ufumaniseka abantu bayagula ezindlini kunzima ukuncedakala and also that ufumaniseka kwezi kliniki kugcwele including nakwezibhedlele.
Hayi kanti sincedeni abantu mabasela amanzi qha bangaselenye into chini hayi sesohamba umcimbi uqhubeka kakuhle kunengxolo nje engafuna ukuphela kanti besingenise amanzi kuphela apha asingenisanga enye into. Ngoku ke mabongonwaba abantu kakhulu Nkosi yami sincedeni ke simamele izispeakers zethu please baphumele phandle nje abantu mebexakekile sibamele abantu bethu.
Mhlali ngaphambili bensaqhuba ndisithi siyawubulela lo mcimbi osiphathele wona kakhulu kuba uzawuassista abantu abangathathi ntweni, even us ngabanye asiphangeli lo rhulumente walapha eWestern Cape. There is no rhulumente walapha eWestern Cape, nasi isibhedlele apha asisebenzi ngendlela right ezasibhedlele, but busy bafuna uzopoliticize lento or else badefeat lento sizinayo apha. Loo nto leyo makubenze make sure ukuba niyayiimplementa lento iyaqhuba, iassista abantu. Beke savalelwa ngapha eWorcester sixelelwa ngento esingayaziyo, lo gqama uyicacisayo apha kuthiwa yi-universal coverage ntontoni. Yayiimplementwa ke ngumama lo wawupha phezulu. Sayizama uyigriblisha loo nto leyo, but xa singena apha emnyango ndifunde elinye iphepha phaa lithe laa phepha sayivuma loo nto leyo, izingasange siyivume. I think mhlawumbi ngaphambili uyoassista apho uqhube le process izawukwazi uassista abantu bakuthi. Enkosi.
Good evening, everyone. Igama lam ndinguLindiwe Galata from Site C Ward 87, Jigwe Health Forum Society. The main consent yam is kakhulu. It's not a consent, in fact. Into ukuthi I endorse the NHR to us as a community emnyama eSite C kanye eKhayelitsha as large. The challenges esinazo sihlala khona eSite C. No minister yena qala nabantwana bakhe abahlala elokishini. I think kuyatshwa apha into ethi bona qala baneefamily ezihlala ezindaweni bangakho in short kwezinto zabo kwezi bana bakuzo. Ufumaniseke yena qala imfamily yakhe ifole pha but would say akayifuni le NHI. I do not believe in that. It's just umuntu nje I don't know how to explain it, but selfish in his own. Selfishness in his own, that one. I do not support in that. I support the NHR fully as a black community, young woman, that we get sick every day. Sihlala ezimbacwini kukho izinto uqomba apha uzofumana kugcwele apha awukwazi uyemelomento yokuxela una medical aid sisi buyela back eKhayelitsha. Those things thina sibamnyama siva kabuhlungu because asi-afford ezinto bazi-affordayo in parliament. Thank you.
Nama ndisibulisele, ndingundibulele nguwababa efani, ndisuka eSite C, ndiphuma nakwi-Site C Health Forum. Mandiqale ngokuthi Minister, yes, we support the NHI. We support the NHI because we believe into yobana izawubridge a gap between the poor and the rich in terms of the health system and health access. We support NHI because even the current working class cannot afford this medical aid because we believe sometimes they're expensive and there's a lot of red tapes when it comes to it. I believe umntu that is not supporting NHI is against equality. Another thing that I need to touch on is that we were called to Worcester to support those that have came before me. Indobana siyoxelelwa nge-UHI, which those comrades ebezihleli phansi azikhona sizosi brainwasher. In fact, they called community engagement where we were not given even a chance to engage on the matter they were proposing to us. We are saying NHI mayiqhube ndivinto ebuhlungu ke ngabo bathi xa ku-implement NHI bazawushiya i-country baye kwezinye i-country. I don't believe that patriotic ngale country sikuyo. Thank you very much, comrade.
Hey, greetings, committee. Cela uqale ndisho kuqala kobhuti abasebenza apha. Khona envelope ebrown apha ine letter yami. Ngicela nini obhuti yam lo envelope. Thanks. Cela ukuthi because I prioritize people's life or health before profit, I therefore support NHR. NHI. Igama lam ndingu-Wiseman Pepo, ndingumhlali walapha eKhayelitsha. Sibona every day ke thina lento yabantu abangathathi ntweni. No white person resides in Khayelitsha, but it's white people who come here and tell us that they reject NHI. So mhlali ngaphambili thina si support NHI because of living experiences zethu zalapha eKhayelitsha. You understand? So we will not listen to anyone who do not know the poor conditions of our people. So we support the NHR party. What we are saying, community city, consideration infrastructure, yoba funeka aqale ku-improve i-infrastructure apha kwi-public hospitals apha eKhayelitsha nakwezinye iingingqi ezisimilar to iKhayelitsha. So siyayisupport i-NHR, and number 2 ngaske kule advisory board yenu kube khona even nabantu abanezikills ezinecessary for le lantuka lena. Umcimbi we-corruption ngumcimbi oserious kakhulu apha, siyabona imali iyatyiwa, but funeka sibe sure ukuthi le mali ezawufakwa phana ayomali ezawutyiwa ngabantu. Bokusanda kuthethwa ngemali yamafa ibityiwe ngoku, so sifuna ukuba sure into yoba ezi funds zizawuba phana zii-funds ezizawuya kwindawo erayithi for umsebenzi wazo. So siyayisupport i-NHR, and you are saying civil society niyiconsiderishe nakuzo zonke ezi board kufuneka nizilantuke, because if anizuyenza loo nto sizawumane siprotesta, simane sisubmita, sizawuqhubekeka sizudinwa. Thanks.
Ndiyabulisa, ndibulisa
Hello.
kumama.
There are a couple of discussions there. Abangiboni nokungibona. The two ladies that are sitting here, take a break and go outside. Take a break and go outside. We have been consistently, without fail, talking. And I can hear your voices, the two of you. It comes very close to us. You are continuously talking, two of you. And therefore, we can't hear the speakers because your voices are projecting right to the top. Please, if you really think this is not important for you, you are free to leave.
Ndiyabulisa komama balapha etafileni abazosimamela ingxaki zethu. Kusithi enkosi kubo, siyacela torho. Kudala sibamamela bekhalaza abantu abalapha. Make kukhalazwe ngabantwana abakhubazekileyo. Abantwana abakhubazekileyo abaqashwa. Soze ubone kusithiwa nanku umsebenzi mntanam. Umntana okhubazekileyo soloko ethatha ingathi unqwaku nasezindlini zazo mama babo. Siyacela singabantwana abakhubazekileyo basifunele imisebenzi, sidikiwe sibe sithukwa nangobazali bethu singabantwana abakhubazekileyo. Sike sifunele indawo zohlala, sike sibashiye ezindlini. Yini bomama abasiphetheyo, siyanicela zinkosi, kanti ke nisikhuphe. Kudala kuthiwa masivote, sivotele uThabo Mbeki, siyavota abantwana abakhubazekileyo. Akho nix into esalayo kuyo. Enkosi ndiyabulela.
Siyabulisa mhlali ngaphambili. Igama lam ndingululama Matyholo. Ndisuka Emfuleni. Ndizayiphinda lento, ndisuka Emfuleni. Kuphi Emfuleni? Yila community ingenasibhedlele. Kudala ifuna isibhedlele for the last 6 years. Ixelelwe nge-statistics into kokubana we do not qualify. Kubekho ii-sensors zigqithe kodwa sikowutelwe esa statistics sa 6 years ago esithi asiqualify. Noba siya kwesiphina isibhedlele sixelelwa into enye uba asibelongi apha. Refer isithumele eKhayelitsha. IKhayelitsha iyasibuza into yobana sifanele uba siphina. IDelft ineklinikhi engaphezulu kwethu. To cut it short, sisuka kulaa ndawo singenayo isibhedlele kuyo. Sinabantwana abaswelekelwe ngabantwana bebabeleka kuba kungekho ambulance. Kuthiwa thina uzuthi xa uzawuziva uba uyalunywa uqashe iteksi. As a result, unkosikazi waseMfuleni uyayibamba inimba kude kubethu 5 ekuseni apho kuzawubakho iteksi. Ndikunika i-background yendawo endisuka kuyo. Emfuleni kulapho kukho abantu abasweleke besuka ekliniki bejikiwe kuba kusithiwa abanazi appointments. Aba bantu basweleka endleleni phofu. Banombono womuntu omdala kunam njengoba ndiguge kangaka ethe qungqulule esitratweni.
esogqunywa ngabantu ekhonjwa. Asikwazi ke sinjalo sithi NHI asiyifuni. Siyifuna ngezizathu ezisendiqalisile uzibala. Zininzi ke into kuyithuba lethu esilinikweyo lifutshane. Sitsho siqinisile into kokubana i-NHI siyayisapota ngokupheleleyo kuba sinezizathu. Ndibuye ke mhlasathi ndibuye mhlali ngaphambili ndibuyele apha kule bill. Ndicela nje ukuba ndithi pha kulaa ndawo ithi ngubani omakabhenefithe kule bill. Uba ufunda yona ibunika wonke umuntu olapha eMzantsi ngenxa ye-constitution yethu. Inika wonke umuntu olapha eMzantsi ngenxa ye-constitution yethu. Siyayibulela ke loo nto kuba inika umasilingane. Kodwa ke umbuzo wam nje mncinci uthi ingaba imali lesinayo izawusithwala na kuba ii-borders zethu ziporous and kugcwele apha nabantu abangenamaphepha ohlala apha and asikabi nayo indlela yokuba controller. Ayizukuthi ke ngoku le system i-attract even more people kuba izawube i-beneficial njengokuba niyayazi indaba yabamelwane wethu. Since kungekho nto icontrolayo into kokubana ngubani na umuntu omakabhenefithe, ayizukwenzela loo nto na. Ngoba xa ubala izawuthathwa imali yoyifanda xa ujonga phaa kulaa financial clause izawuthathwa kwii-tax zethu. Ndicela ke uminister ajonge into yobana ii-tax zethu nabantu abalapha abangazutekswa zizawukwazi uyithwala, zithwale thina, zithwale ne-tax. Elokugqibela, appointment ye
Qhubeka wena mama nalo mcimbi wakho phaa etafuleni ngoku.
appointment ye-members sihlalo masiye kuyenza ngathi yinto entsha. Uminister uappointa egameni labantu, aka-appoint in his personal capacity. Thank you.
Bhalile phaya ke mama, ibhalile lapha etafuleni. Nkosi kakhulu.
Greetings to all in attendance. My name is Fisam Kwanza, a South African citizen, a Western Cape resident, and a member of the Youth in Good Standing. I have only two questions. Having read the document briefly, I just wanted to understand on section 33, when read with section 7D1, has the department taken into consideration and made preparations for the influx of clients, as the eventuality when you read together is that all South Africans will start at primary health care centers when looking for health services? Have they made the preparations to carry that influx of clients that will be coming in? And secondly, the registration process, is it something that will really require those that are already on the department's database by virtue of already using primary healthcare services, whether by choice or by economic necessity? And just as a comment, I found it very weird that earlier I felt as though I was in a stockful where there was where alleged corruption and aeroplanes and electricity was discussed and not the actual NHI. And I found it I wasn't surprised either by the fact that generally speaking, those against the bill were those in possession of medical aids, typically public institution nurses with James medical aids who send their dependents to private institutions, counselors with medical aids who send their dependents to private institutions who want their constituencies not to have the access to the same services. Thank you.
My name is Azania Matiwane, the Provincial Secretary of Progressive Professionals Forum in the Western Cape. Ours is simple, is that we support the NHI because it gives effect to Section 27. It's a pity. Many of the people that were saying that they object to NHI, they're not telling us what must we replace the NHI with. And I think maybe that is something that needs to be taken into consideration. The other issue is the fact that the reason why we support NHI, it's because it's giving effect to universal access to health, which is something that is not there in South Africa. However, one of the things that we as PPF, we would like it to be considered is the fact that our people, 80% of our people, when they've got any condition, the first point of consultation is traditional leaders or traditional healers. So we believe that traditional healers should be part and parcel of the consideration in terms of the administration of the NHI, in absence of which the system will falter. Again, on the issue of the emergency cases, in terms of the administration, the bill stipulates that the administration will have to go through the PHC system. Now, if that is the case, it's not clear in terms of how do you then handle the emergency cases, because emergency cases would not be able necessarily to go through the PHC system. So that needs to be clarified on the bill. It's not there. And the issue of the shortage of doctors, it's a pity that the rented crowd that was here is gone, because one thing that is happening is that the government of the Western Cape is actually not participating in the doctor training of the Cuban doctor training, which is very bizarre, noting the fact that we've got a shortage of healthcare workers. So I would have wanted to engage them further on this issue, because they're talking about the doctor and the nurses immigrating to other countries. PPF would like to offer to them that all those who want to immigrate, they must come and register with us. We'll go and look for them for jobs elsewhere, because we do not believe that there are people who want to immigrate because of NHI. But if there are those, please do that. The last thing, Chairperson.
Ibambe lapho-ke, iye lapha etafuleni leyo. Ngiyabulela kakhulu mhlekazi.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Greetings to the members of parliament. My name is Zuko Mdai. I am the provincial secretary of the South African Youth Council. We are fortunate that as SAIC, we've had quite a number of workshops on the bill itself, and we've submitted various written submissions on the bill itself. We support the bill because we believe it will address the inequalities in access to quality health in the most, because the South African health system in its current form prioritizes those with money when it comes to the provision of quality health care. Quality health care is determined by someone's social standing in the current system. And we believe that the NHI will assist in ensuring that there's no scattered resources. Resources are all streamlined to provide a single health system for everyone. And we are happy that you are here as the portfolio committee when the public is exposing the provincial government for distorting the NHI. And I hope that's something that you will make follow-up on, because they've convinced people we hear and they've distorted the contents of the NHI. And we hope that will also alarm you to note when the NHI is actually implemented, there's a possibility that it might not be fully implemented in poorer areas in the Western Cape because of such distortions and all that. Thank you so much.
Mandibulele, igama lami ndingubongile Zanazo. I support NHI. Dr. Dlom, we've let Draculas to suck the blood of the poor for too long. And it's unfair if people decide 10 years ago that NHI must be the police of government, and they voted for the government for 10 years, 2014, 2019, and we still come to this public hearing about NHI. The bill was supposed to be implemented long time ago. We can't keep on suffering while the few are benefiting. Dr. Lomosidi states only 16% yabantu ababhatala in medical aid. Out of that 16, only 7% of Africans, which means 84% of Africans are suffering. And out of that 7% of Africans, 46% of that 7% babuyela back to public hospitals. Why sizawuthatha i-budgetal constraint sithi no because of akukho budget? Why must be the reason for abantu mabafumane uncedo lu-right? No. Enkosi.
Mandibulise bethunana. Ndingumama uNosimanye kaQhaji, ndingusihlalo umhlali ngaphambili kwa Ward 99 kaSanko. Ndisupporta lo NHI ngenxeni yoba ndisebenza ngabantu. Ndibana nabo ncakasana kabantu ekusokoleni. Ingakumbi ngoku ndihamba nabantu bala ward yam abakhubazekileyo. Abathi masizoyisupporta lento sihlalo ngoba kaloku mhlawumbi ngokuyisupporta kwethu kuyawubakho indlela yoba siqashwe nathi thina abantu bakhubazekileyo. Yeyona nto ke ndibangela uba mandiphakame ke ndizoyisupporta lento. Ndihamba nabantu bam abakhubazekileyo bala ward kwa Ward 99 nabo bayayisupporta lento. Ndisithi ke uyaleza kuni umyalezo endiniyaleza wona ze ke nincede niye kwabangqwankulu babangela uba sithambazelwe ngabantu abanemedical apha bangayisupport lento niyobaxelela ukuthi nabo ze ke bafake kule ngxowa kwenzela uba sizophila nathi banganemedical. Enkosi.
Molweni, igama lam ndinguNtombi Themba Maduna, ndi-community care worker. Ndizothetha ngonompilo apha bethuna. Ndiyayisupporta NHI. Isizathu soba ngaba nditsho eziba sizi-community care workers singarecognizwa, singaziwa into yoba ngaba singabasebenzi. Sisebenza phaa ekuhlaleni. Singaba abantu banceda abantu bohlule izibhedlele ngenxa yoba ngaba kuthiwa iibhedi ziyashota, istafu siyashota, baphume ezibhedlele banee-bed sores, bareferishwe kuthi thina sifike phana sibanyange baphile njengoba kuthiwa abanye kuthiwa mabahambe bayolinda ukufa. Ndiyacela bethunana nathi sibe yiphathi ye-NHI sizodathi sizorecognizwa. Singathi nxa ngaba thina umzekelo sityiwe yinja kwi-community kufumaniseka into yoba ngaba kuthiwa mbohlala phantsi kuzoreplacewa omnye umntu ngawe. Ndiyayicela sirecognizwe as abasebenzi nathi. Enkosi.
Umphathi nkqubo nentsiba zakhe. Ngulindelwa Sinyondo lo from Site C at Nolungile Health Forum. I'm fully supporting the NHI. Njengomntu ongumama ke ohlelelekileyo. Oklinika kulo kliniki ingunolungile iphatha amawadi ayi-4 1887 90. Kangendlela ekuxinana ngayo ke kula clinic. So londo ithetha ukuthi bayabhubha abantu base Site C. Ngoba eyona ndawo yabo inye iKhayelitsha. Abantu base Site C okanye abantu base Khayelitsha ba over 2 million. But funeka baxhomekeke kule Khayelitsha i-1 including that Mfuleni. So if le NHI iyasebenza izawukwenza kuphile abantu abamo. If NHI asisupport which means sithi thina ifa wena so hlelelekile awunanto ifa. On that note ndithi mna I'm fully supporting NHI. Ayiqhube iqale nini by the end of the first term of 2020 mayiqale.
Enkosi ndinguvovo ncinane ifani yam ndililungu le-Health Forum eSite C. Mna into endizoyithetha apha ndifuna ukucacisa nje uba ngaba I full support i-NHI. The reason ebangaba ngaba ndiyisupporte i-NHI is because of baba ndingumntu apha ongazikhathalelanga isiqu sakhe yedwa. Funeka ndiyazi uba ndikhathalela nomntu osecaleni kwam. Andingenanga le nto yoba ngaba sibanjwe i-hostage nguminister uNomafrench Mbombo owalapha eWestern Cape athathe abantu abasengaphaya eWorcester ayosibrainwasha phana into yoba ngaba masingayithatheli iso le nto yale NHI. Ndandingomnye wabantu babebheke phana simcacisela into yoba ngaba thina sifuna uba le NHI mayike i-implementwe ngokukhawuleza okukhulu. Not into le nto kagovernment waseWestern Cape onexhala labantu uba ngaba kuzawunyuka itax. What about aba ke ngoku like nyani babazisokolela ngokwenyani njengoba banewari yegcuntswana phela ngabantu abafew aba bantu bazaziyo uba bona bayazi-afforda ezi medical aid. Ucabanga ba zizo esemqoka more than impilo yabantu. Sifuna impilo elinganayo kumntu wonke. I full support i-NHI phambili. Uba ulwa ne-NHI ungumbulali ngokwenje njalo, uyakhila.
Molweni. Ngusinethemba Hlatshaneni, umhlali walapha ekhaya elitsha. Okokuqala into endizoqala endifuna uyenza ko rejecta aba ba rejecta le bill. Into yokuqala leyo. Ngoba uyababona aba bantu ba rejecta le bill, ngabantu abangayi rejecti on basis, ngabantu abayi rejecta le bill kuba kukho umbutho othile ophetheyo. By rejecta on basis ba i-introducewe ngabantu abathile. Into yokuqala efanele siyiqaphele ba before we are aligned with the political parties singabantu kuqala. So abantu abayijongi ba hayi i-progressive kangakanani na i-bill but bajonga ikhala yeskipa ezinayo le bill. So yinto yokuqala leyo fanele siyi-rejecte. Bathi xa bethetha bathethe nge-corruption i-basis yabo le bathethe ngo-Eskom izinto ezingangeni indawo azingeni indawo ezo zinto Eskom ne-corruption kule nto. Ngemela xa bethetha ngele bill bathi sifuna uyi-amenda indawo ezithile nezithile not uba bayi-amenda uba ngobani i-custodians zale bill. Enye into endizoyithetha ndifuna uthi irabhi iphelile ngoku. So iphelile la euphoria yoba we must unite as South Africa, Rainbow Nation, Rainbow Nation. Ayikho ngokuloo nto. Kanti nomlungu oyi-one apho uthi uyayisapota le bill. Noyi-one umlungu. So fanele nizibone abantu abamnyama uba xa kukho izinto ezi-serious, ezi-revolutionary, ezisika ubreaka inequality apha eSouth Africa, abelungu abanisapoti. Abelungu abanisapoti nina. Kodwa nina nisoloko nilandelana nabelungu. Ndiqhubekeke. Le bill fanele ingafocus only kunansika kubridge igap between the private sector and the public sector, but fanele kunansikwe kulungiswe nezibhedlele ezihlala kuzo, ilungiswe KDH, silungiswe nezinye izibhedlele. I also reject lento ithi bawuhlala apha ekhaya elitsha fa uye pha KDH. KDH is very incompetent. Is very incompetent. So andizuthi ndibone ba hayi eKDH ogqirha bakhona abenzi yona qoba ndifuna uye eKDH ndizoya pha eTigerberg apho ndiyazi ba kukho equality when it comes to hospital. Engozi.
Okuseleyo makuye etafuleni.
Ngumsingathe kaSendewe. Ndimele icala labantu abakhubazekileyo. Singabantu abakhubazekileyo nje asifumani imisebenzi. Nje singayifumani imisebenzi. Test number asifumani imisebenzi, and then sithi xa sifumana imisebenzi it goes to 18 to 35 years. Thina singabanye si over kulo 35 years. Nje si over kulo 35 sithi xa sifumana eminye imisebenzi ibe learnership mhlabi ithathe 2 years okanye 1 year ungena kwethu ibe permanent job ingabiyo ibe permanent job over kunalento simane sisayina inkontract.
Igama lami nguLoxolo Nogobela. I never chose uba ndibe mnyama ndibe poor, but I am proud. Kubantu abamhlophe abaphila apha ecacam kwethu ngoku abalapha nabamameleyo. Ndifuna ukuthi sixoleleni ngoba sibe kule meko enasibeka kuyo nina ngokwenu. Asinamali, asinamhlaba, asinameans basibhatala i-medical aid ngenxa yenu. So sixoleleni ukuba sibe kule meko sikuyo.
Jonga apha ungajonga bazojonga ephi.
Siyacela. Ewe tata. Ndiyayisapota le bill tata. Ndifunde kakhulu. Inezinto ezithethayo ethi pha kula memorandum addressing barriers to access. Last line 2.4 iti the universal health coverage system is a reflection of the kind of society we wish to live in, one based on the values of social solidarity, equity, justice and fairness. Where is fairness xa beza rejecta le bill? Where is justice xa beza rejecta le bill? Where is equity xa beza rejecta le bill? Where is solidarity xa beza rejecta le bill? You find abantu abaninzi apha abamhlophe banazi means babaye bona kuma melomed. Thina sawugcola sithi mpu pha eKDH apha singasuhoya khona. Kukho staff phayana esingakho competent, esingakho qualified basibe phaya. Basoya njani? umuntu akukhulise uhlele esitulweni kanti akukhulise yabo xa usiya eMelomet kwezabi services ufika ku right pha uzabiza iambulance uhlala ngapha enkandla iambulance akho ndlela enkandla ba mayingene whereas if ububize iMelomet biza za helicopter ikuthatha ngehelicopter phaya ikugambise fast and quick ndiyabulela.
Good evening, Chairperson. My name is Oscar Solomons. I'm from Ward 42, Guguletu, PR Councillor. Chair, I heard the previous speaker, I think he's in the medical profession, was talking about as if there is not an alternative. We know that the World Health Organization has got a health system that's based on 6 pillars, and 6 pillars which very much matches the South African issue. And it's difficult for me to be able to support the bill if our former state presidents ran to Cuba for health care. And when he was poisoned, he went to Russia. What confidence has he got in the health system? And for us, as we look at this scenario, it is difficult to support it. And I think I want to say, just as the president went to wait in the train for 3 hours to understand the damage that was done to PRASA, so Dr. Zweli Mkhize, the next time when his stomach ache, he must go to Baragwana and see what is the conditions there, and not to a private doctor. And therefore, Chairperson, I cannot support in its current form the NHI, and therefore I reject it. Thank you.
Ndiyasibulisela mhlali ngaphambili. Mhlali ngaphambili into endizayicela ndiyithethe kuqala. It's a bit into yobana bonke abantu bebethetha apha ngaphambili. Uziqomba into yobana they are not affected by i-health sector yethu. They are all not here. And you will look who was talking. Abantu bebethetha apha ibizi-councillors that are covered by medical aid. One other thing endifuna uyithetha apha mhlali ngaphambili, i-DA must stop spreading feeding abantu bethu propaganda about NHI. They must stop doing that. I fully support into NHI because it's going to reach a gap between the poor and the rich. Of which yena qala minister noma French akakwazi explain. She's busy feeding abantu propaganda ebaxelela into engekhoyo eba brainwasha. They must stop doing that. I fully support i-NHI mhlali ngaphambili.
Ndibulisa wonke umuntu lapha igama lami nguthuliswa Jacob ngwasemfuleni.
Thetha.
Into endimele apha
Sondeza umboko emlonyeni.
into endimele apha kusupporta i-NHI because create i-job opportunities which is ke ngoku xa iye yakwazi ukwenza amathuba emisebenzi which is ne-services clinic izawukwazi unyuka abantu babe baninzi. And ke ngoku ndithetha ngalapha nge-side B. I-side B mna ndase-side B ndiye kwi-trauma as in emergency ndinentloko. Ndafika ngo-9 ebusuku mna ndadibana nogqirha ngo-12 ekuseni seyide yaphela laa ntloko ibindiphethe mna. And ke ngoku ne-treatment esiyifumana kwii-nurses hayi sana ziyasithuka. Umuntu xa afumana umsebenzi xa afuna umsebenzi apha bengathi urayithi ogqiba sithuka bahlala kweza hit apha school mana.
Molweni. For a country that spends imali esispendayo when it comes to healthcare, it is very disgusting that sibona country yethu when it comes to healthcare ilindawo ekuyo. South Africa spends over 220 billion when it comes to healthcare. Kodwa leyo mali ayiyaphi imali ekhona because of rampant corruption norhwaphilizo ngamasela. Now, NHI, there are many issues that I have with NHI, but I'm just going to mention 2. Number 1, NHI is not clear on what will be covered by the NHI and what will be covered by medical aid, or how much TINA will be paying. Are we going to be paying from tax or can you VAT? Number 2, what I would like to say is we are entitled to our own opinion, but not our own facts. Singai debate as it, but it's fact that our government has been struggling with state-owned entities. It's a fact. It's not propaganda. It's not something that we slept and dreamt up. It's a fact. We've got SAA, we've got ESCOM, and the NHI is a state, it's going to be a state-owned entity. Now, what NHI is doing is creating a vehicle for corruption. You look at the bill. There's a lot of power given to the minister. The minister appoints, he fires, wara yonke. Yabo. So I do not support NHI in its current form. I reject it with the utmost contempt. Thank you.
Molweni Chairperson. And this is man. Translation, I won't be long because of time. Leadership, first of all, I support 5 million% NHI. Now, secondly, benfuna nje leadership ba xa sithetha nge-NHI singabe sifaka ii-SOEs because it's totally different thing. Into ye-SOEs ezifeylayo namhlanje in our time and generation yinto eyadalwa zizinto zanzeka mandulo imali yatyiwa ngamabhulu. Safumana lo mzabalazo South Africa inamatyala over i-trillions esiwabhatala until namhlanje. The old apartheid government is responsible for what is South Africa in today. The failure of SOEs is the responsibility of the old South African government. We are still repaying the old debts that we incurred when we got in Illinois democracy in 1994. So we are clear about NHI. Matter of fact, NHI, it's a human right. And if this parliament committee is not going to pass NHI, then you guys will be killing the poor of the poorest. We are clear, we are not going to we are to cover NHI now, NHI tomorrow, NHI for the future. Thank you.
Phuza amanzi. Khanimpa amanzi asele shame.
Manbulele kuwe mhlali ngaphambili. Igama lami ndingiqolani kaMajoba from Ward 94. Due to time constraints, I'm not going to go deep to what I was going to say. Let me say first, I support the NHI 100%. I'm saying that as a public servant. I'm saying that as a public servant because I'm going to be affected. The government is giving me subsidy, and I know you're going to take it. Take it and invest it to the poor. When we took this resolution as ANC on 2012, we were very sober. And we knew that the bureaucrats and other people are going to resist it. We are very clear and we support the budget about it. And we support it on the basis that is going to nationalize this department. Because now in the Western Cape, people are complaining about this state-of-the-art hospital, but what is happening inside is wrong. It's because of the provincial government we are having here. They are appointing their own boards which are politically influenced and white populated. Now we are very happy. That is the first thing we want to register, that nationalize this government. The national government must run this project. Point number 2, we support it on basis that is going to create the job, is going to have a job creation. The last one is going to allow us, if I want to go to an hospital in Constantia, it doesn't matter whether I'm staying in a shack here in Khayelitsha, I will be able to sit with these bureaucrats in the same hospital. So we support it, we are very sober.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. The name is Onati Mabengwana, the Chairperson of Khayelitsha Youth Development Council. I stand here, Chair, in support of the bill. I will only give you 2 reasons without wasting your time. The constitution of our country indulges the state, which is the government, which you are the product of, all of you, the portfolio committee, under the democratic dispensation. The constitution recognizes that South Africa is a country that is unequal. It indulges the state to address the question. It indulges the state to address the question of the injustices of the past. Now, those injustices of the past were caused by what? They were caused by a system which was declared by the United Nations as a crime against humanity. The bill seeks to address those injustices of the past. We support this bill. When we listen and watch our TVs in Parliament, those who are seated there amongst yourselves, they always say, South Africa is an unequal society. It is now, has been recorded that South Africa in the world is the most unequal society. This bill seeks to address that question. Therefore, I don't understand when a person stands here and say, no, even the president go in and attend medical research in Cuba. Actually, he has to, because South Africa is the most unequal society in the world. That's why this bill must be passed. I support this bill. Thank you very much.
Enkosi kakhulu Christopher ndiphuma Ward 93. What I would like to say, Doctor, is that we are in support of the bill. We are supporting it 110%, but we have some certain things that we would like to suggest in order for them to be added on the bill. One of those, we were told that there was a pilot that was done in George somewhere. We would like to know about the report with regard to those pilots, and also the pilot that was made in the Eastern Cape. We would like to know with regard to those pilots. And also we're told that this insurance bill, it was actually done somewhere else in the United States, in Australia. We also want to know what lessons that we learned from those countries. And also, the other thing that I would like to suggest, we have those people who are called home care-based people. It seems that the bill, it is silent in that regard. So that thing, if it says that it's going to now create the jobs for the poor, we would like the panel to look into the issue of creating the jobs for the poor, particularly those people who go to the people who are unable to go to the hospital. Because those people, they can't go to the hospital, they can't wash themselves. But the difficulty, most of those people, they do not have matric. What the bill is going to do in order to empower those people. What I would like to say is that we are in support of the bill. Thank you very much, Doc.
Nkosi mhlali ngaphambili, igama lami ndingupholisa Makeleni, ndihlala eKraaifontein on the other side of the metro. Mhlali ngaphambili ekuyifundeni kwami ibill ndibone izinto ezimbalwa, but mandiqale ngokuthi i-health sector is really not regulated. And this process NHI ndiyayivuyela nokubana at least izawuzisa i-control in the general running health sector. Secondly, I appreciate that this bill is going to give universal access and also is going to regulate pricing, meaning nobody vuke eKraaifontein ndangena private doctor and izobhatala a ridiculous price like they are charging right now. I then therefore appreciate that government ecinga into yobana ikhona into enjena efuneka yenzekile. And also I appreciate that the fact that it's going to improve and build more, it's going to build and improve more infrastructure. That way, nobuhlala ke rural areas we are going to have hospitals. Currently, ke rural areas ezothi izibhedlela azifani. In fact, Chairperson, I went to George Hospital the other day, and wow, as much as BDA ingafuni acknowledge when they were there themselves, bazibonela how good George Hospital is and how beautiful that hospital. We deserve it in the rural areas to have such hospitals. But because bani attitude ke NHI, then abathethi into nge benefits se George Hospital. So we appreciate it and sayibona ba ikhona into engcono ezakwenzeka. Mhlanga ngaphambili njengoba benthe this health sector are regulated. So I'm happy that now medical aid is about regulated, zisho charge prices ezifeli. In fact, I also understand that medical aid uninzi lwazo support the health system yase America more than yase South Africa. That way imali yethu izawujikeleza apha eSouth Africa iyeke imali iphuma isiya overseas. And that's why bepanika ngoku. Into yobana bona abantu ba-enjoya imali karhulumente, by the way, because urhulumente subsidize this medical aid, but engambi imali iphinde ibuyele back urhulumente ibheka kwi-medical aid. Lastly, Chairperson, the appreciate constitutionality ye medical aid, and I think our government is on track.
keep on doing what is right, and I'm happy that the corruption, there are ways and means to cap it. Mandla.
Manibulele mhlala ngaphambili. Igama ngulonwabo wakwamqina. Ndingumhlali ke nommi walapha eMzantsi Afrika. Ndihlala apha eKhayelitsha ke eKuyasa. Ndingena political affiliation. Ibhlungu ke kuthi singabahlali balapha eMzantsi Afrika into yokubana sibone imibutho yezopolitiko idlala ibhola ngempilo zethu. Kuba thina inhlungu lento badlala ngayo. Siyasokola thina xa sifuna inkonzo. Bona bapolitike ngazo ingakumbi xa zihluthisa izisu zabo. So siyacela ke ngoku imibutho yezopolitiko ingayenzi mistake. Kuba khona ke lengxaki ebantwini ufumanisa uba umuntu ulila esingcwabeni esirongo. Ingakumbi apha eNtshona Koloni xa uzapha eKhayelitsha phaa emangcwabeni uye ufike uba kungcwatywa uRhadebe apha kungcwatywa uDlamini but indawo eyi-1 ukhale kakhulu kanti uze esingcwabeni sikaRhadebe kanti nendawo ume kuyo kwaDlamini. So siyacela abantu ke bezopolitiko balile kwezi ndawo bafamba balila kuzo xa bethetha ngento ze-Eskom noontoni. Le into yona singabahlali baseMzantsi Afrika sayi-accepta. Asifuni ke kube khona into zopolitiko kuyo. Into zopolitiko mazisetyenziswe kwiindawo zopolitiko. Umuntu angalili esingcwabeni esirongo siyacela please. Eyona nto ibuhlungu into yobana mhlali ngaphambili ndithe xa ndibona le tyhu xa bendingena apha yandikhumbuza imeko esiye siyibone xa siye kwezi kliniki. Ixesha oye ulichithe ubuyabona abantu bebelapha ngoba besifika bebegcwele kodwa ngoku baphelile ngenxa yoluzi patients. Ndifuna ke niyibone ke uba le experience abantu bebeyibona apha ba inpatient bahamba yile siyifumanayo ke ngokwezi nkonzo kwezi zibhedlela zikarhulumente. Sithi ke ngoku lena into noko izawuzama uncedisa le bill ezityhu sizame nokukushotnishwa sibe sizawufumana inkonzo ezibalulekileyo. Imbi into endayibona apha eMitchells Plain umuntu elimele pha kwingozi yemoto endaweni into yobana athathwe afake apha esibhedlela wasetshwa kwakhangelwa amakhadi into yoba unayo na i-medical aid. Umntu uyafa ngelo xesha. Thina ke ngoku singabahlali singengombutho wezopolitiko ndiyaboma sondithoba hlala masiyi-accepte siyayipasisa lela nto le bill. Enkosi mhlala phambili.
Yeah, enkosi sihlalo mna ndingu-Eric Khweleta, Provincial Secretary of NHI Western Cape. As I've been sitting here, I'm reminded of the situation of the hospital. You move in at 4 in the morning, you move onto this chair up till 4 in the afternoon. I must say I'm a bit disappointed because I see the HOD and the Chief Director left. Because I would have advised them to go and look into the health market insurance inquiry and the findings and the recommendations. Everyone here that spoke and glorified private health care did not really tell us that indeed when you divide the budget, you get 4.5% for private health care that services 16%. And equally, you get 4.2% budget for public that services 84%. That is why you will find Melomed that is better than KDH. And I must say, those that have been saying they glorified private health care, they must look who's sitting here. Because it's them that go and move in these chairs in Khayelitsha. Equally so, those ones that sing corruption, that's why I'm saying I'm worried that the HOD left. Look, we've got a constitution that regulates Schedule 5 and Schedule 4 matters. In the Western Cape, they always say they are best run province, but they don't tell us that they are the one that monopolizes. You've got national health provision, but in the Western Cape, you've got province. But what they don't tell us is this is not a national problem, it's our problem, because they dedicate funds. They came here with something which we don't know, which was MIP, that is opposing NHI. Today they are coming with universal UHC. We don't even know. MIP. So their only thing is to continue sustaining this private healthcare, which for us, we are in full support of the NHI. One of the recommendations we've made in our submission, we've heard some people making statements around the asylum seekers. We think the bill, we must look at the asylum seekers because for us, the issue of the porous borders, it's not a health issue, it is a safety and security issue. So people should not be punished on that. We also have the recommendation that we make on the board. In the white paper, the board was clear in the accommodation of labor. But now, the NHI, in this bill, we see labor has been excluded. Furthermore, on the roles and responsibilities of the CEO, we are not comfortable with the control of the fund and staff as his responsibilities. We must just rephrase, he must manage the fund and the staff. We are not supporting it. We are the owners of this NHI. We are here to ensure that it goes through. Amandla.
Yeah, thanks, Chair. We welcome the bill, Chair, and we support the bill.
Ungubani mfowethu?
Bengiba ngizozichaza ekugqibeleni, but mangiqale ngozichaza. Siyabonga kwaMgolombane kuyisuka ku-SACP. Yes. Now we welcome the bill, we support it, Mayiwele Sihlalo. The first thing that we want to start with is the second last point that we raised on the Provincial Secretary, that labor must be included in the decision making of this bill. The other thing that probably want to raise, Chair, is the whole issue of concentration, power, appointment, board members, and many other people that need to be appointed in these different committees that will administer the bill. I think we have learned, Chair, in the politics of state capture, how the state was used to deviate, if you like, some of the monies that were meant to service the communities. And we would want that issue to be looked at, that some of the powers be decentralized in institutions like Parliament and many other institutions that might be suitable for this, without delaying operations as raised. I think the other thing, Chair, I'm not sure, I've looked for it, I couldn't find it. We have a problem of shortages of doctors specializing in communities or in the public system as a whole. That issue, I hope that the committee would look at it closely. Probably the ratio of a doctor in relation to the patient. I think that question needs to be strengthened so that we are able, not, even if doctors leave, but we are able still to make sure that we have enough doctors to carry on the service. Thank you very much, Chair.
Yes. You know, when we drew the program, we said we'll start at 4:30 and finish at 8:30. You made us to finish exactly at 8:30 today. So we're not complaining. Uphuma phi Vanda? Angithi awuhleli awukho la endlini. Thini? Hey. Hayi usela chitha amanzi. Amanzi wakho niwajonga amanzi aleya sizoba akadibananga nantoni na. No, siyabulela kakhulu ngale. It was such a lively, you know, I wish I could just pluck you and put you in Parliament. I mean, the way the views were coming in here, siyavuya kakhulu, speaking from the heart. Masibulele kakhulu ke for those of you, just to say, we are continuing with the program. Ngomso siye George. Sibe sesigqibezela Central Karoo. Siya eKaroo the other day ngomgqibelo. I think my colleagues will agree that this was one of the very most egcwele ngale ndlela bobuxakeka nokuthi uzothini na. That is why I think we're also overwhelmed by how to arrange. But thanks for agreeing and thanks for staying until this time. The process now is that we are going to, having listened, we are going to listen to other areas, George and Karoo, and then the last province is Gauteng, and then all these processes are going to Parliament. I was asked by the journalist this morning to say, if I come and bring my view, and my view is this strong, will you consider it? I said, your view has to be strong, but it also must work around the other people's views, because we are putting all these views into one basket. It's not going to be, but I said this in Kailicha, why is it not appearing, or why is it going this way when I said this? It will be the totality of all views in the country and the views of those who still have to come and make presentations to us. But we are learning, we are understanding you. Thank you very much for your contributions. And the presence of the Department of Health has actually assisted us. For some of these things, they would also have to listen and thoroughly go to that. Look, I do understand and appreciate that maybe Dr. Engelbrecht had to leave halfway through because of other things that were happening in the meeting. And you probably may not judge that much, really, possibly the situation according to her assessment and those who are close to her was actually probably asking for her to leave a bit earlier. With that, and that's the normal but you need to also pray for such a beautiful hall, because people are burning halls wherever they come. And this is the investment that has been done here. It's a huge investment. Let the government come in here and invest on another project, not to rebuild this. So we also wish and hope and pray that nizigcine izinto zenu ezikhona singabahlali kule ndawo. Ukhona ufuna ukusikhulekela siphe ufefe asiphe nje ufefe ke bayakhalaza bathi masifumane ufefe qha.